Welcome to Glitch World. Stay sharp, stay alive. Your performance determines your bloodline's fate. Die or become corrupted, and your family pays the price.
Opens his eyes. He's standing in the middle of a house he has never been in, but somehow he knows every room. Memories that aren't as flood in like cold water. He's playing a husband. He's never had a girlfriend.
You've got to be kidding me.
On the couch, two elderly people with white hair watch a muted TV. Their backs are turned, the father's skin is dry, almost gray. The mother has a crimson birthmark the size of a palm covering half her face. From the ensuite bathroom, water running. Steam curls under the door. The silhouette of a woman moves behind frosted glass. Zach counts him. The old couple. The woman in the bathroom.
4. There are 4 people in this house.
He looks down. A leather-bound notebook has appeared in his hand. Rule set 8th house. When you live here with your wife, your mother, and your father, remember only 3 people live in this house. 2, maintain a good relationship with your wife. 3, you may trust your wife, unless she removes her red hair clip. 4, you sleep in the study. After midnight, lock the door. No matter who knocks, do not open. 5, you and your wife have no children. If you hear an infant crying at night, ignore it. 6, you own a black dog. If it turns white, throw it off the balcony. 7, under no circumstances share a bedroom with your wife. The stream goes live. Millions tune in. Chat floods the screen.
3 people, but I count 4? Which one is it? The wife? The parents?
Whitmore fam, riding or dying.
Zach stares at Rule 1. His jaw tightens. He starts thinking. Across 6 split-screen feeds, the other champions wake up in identical houses, reading identical rules. House Beaumont. Etienne Beaumont hears a woman's voice from the bathroom.
Darling, could you bring me my robe?
But of course, mon amour.
He walks to the bathroom door. A pale hand with red painted nails reaches out. Etienne smiles dreamily. He hands over the robe. The hand grabs him. Crack. The bathroom tiles run red. House Beaumont's feed cuts to black.
Etienne! No!
Bro really died for a woman in Chapter 1.
House Beaumont is cooked. Curse incoming for their bloodline.
Someone warn Zach. Please.
Back to Zach. Still holding the notebook, still thinking. Then his HUD flickers. A mechanical voice cuts through his skull. System activated. Each rule set contains one false rule. Rule A3 is the false rule. Zach reads Rule 3 again.
You may trust your wife, unless she removes her red hair clip.
He looks up at the bathroom door. Steam. Silhouette.
Honey, you out there? I need my pajama.
Chat goes insane.
Don't do it, Zach.
Etienne just died doing this exact thing.
But Rule 2 says maintain good relationship with wife? This is a trap either way, oh my god.
Zach closes his eyes, breathes, thinks through the logic.
Rule 2. Maintain a good relationship with wife. Rule 3 is falso, so the real logic of Rule 3 is inverted. Trust your wife is always true. Falso part is the exception clause, unless she removes the clip.
Meaning the wife with the red hair clip is the dangerous one.
He grabs the pajamas, walks to the bathroom, opens the door. The wife inside, young, beautiful, and on her head a red hair clip, glinting under the light. Everyone watching holds their breath. Zach does not hand her the pajamas. Instead, he reaches out and removes the clip from her hair. The wife blinks, her eyes clear. The uncanny tension drains from her face.
Zach. What are you?
You asked for these. Sorry it took so long.
The wife stares at the clip in his hand. She has no memory of putting it on.
He removed the clip.
Genius! The false rule meant the clip equals danger, not a wife!
House Whitmore, different breed.
I need to lie down.
Moments later, Zach walks back through the hallway. Crisis 1. Neutralized. He exhales.
Okay. Rule 1. 3 people. I count 4, so one of us is it.
He stops in the living room doorway, studies the elderly couple. The father, the mother. The father stares at the TV, unblinking, skin like cracked paper. The mother's birthmark pulses under the warm lamplight. She turns and smiles.
You've been cooped up in that study all week. Sit down. Watch TV with us.
Come eat some fruit. Be with your family.
2 requests, simultaneously. Zach's eyes move between them.
Still got some reading to finish. Good night.
He walks briskly to the study, closes the door, locks it. Behind him in the silence of the living room, one pair of eyes does not look away.
Did you see the father's face when Zach walked away? Bro did not blink once!
How's Krishnamurthy's guy just accepted fruit from the parents? No!
Zach searches the study. Desk, bookshelves, drawers. Bottom drawer of the bookcase, he finds a tiny folded onesie, infant-sized. Zach staring at it. Rule 5. No children. He files it away, closes the drawer. Folded paper falls from the shelf above. Rule set B, the neighborhood. 1. Do not comply with any request made by it. 2. 9:0 a.m. to 6 p.m. are your wife's working hours. Make sure the person you see is, and only is, your wife. 3. The kitchen belongs to your mother. You may not enter. 4. There is no pork for sale at the local market. 5. Your father has a sweet tooth. If he acts affectionate, give him a piece of candy. 6. You live on the 13th floor. If you see a figure standing outside the window, turn off the lights immediately. 7. If someone wearing a green hat comes to deliver a package, scream at them and tell them to leave. Rule B7 is the false rule. Zach stares at Rule 7. A delivery guy in a green hat. Scream at him and make him leave? That's the false rule. So when the guy shows up, the opposite approach is needed. Zach files that away. 23:35. He checks his phone. Time allows. Then a knock at the study door. His wife stands there in a silk robe. She's holding a bowl of warm soup.
I made you some soup. You should eat.
Rule 7! No same bedroom! Bro, do not let her in your room.
Zach, remember the rules, man.
Come in.
Zach, what are you doing?
Is he insane? She's coming in!
She sets the soup on his desk and stands there, waiting, hopeful. Zach picks up the bowl and drinks. Nothing happens.
Will you come sleep in the bedroom tonight?
Zach's eyes flick up. Rule 7, no shared bedroom. But refusing hurts the relationship. Rule 2, maintain it. He looks at the infant onesie still sitting on the desk. A gamble. He smiles warm, deliberate.
I want to. But I'm worried about you. After everything that happened, I don't want to rush you. I'll take the couch.
The wife's breath catches. Her eyes go soft with something old and buried. She nods slowly and leaves without another word. Wife affection plus 20. Bonus system unlocked. 1 additional false rule identification. Rule B6 is also false. Zach spins. The window, Rule B6. If you see a figure outside the window, turn off the lights. That's the false rule. He looks at the window. A woman in a red dress is standing outside, 13 floors up, floating. Her face blinks. Zach does the opposite. He turns the lights on. Flash, the creature lunges. Rows of teeth filling the frame. The light hits it. A shriek. It recoils, vanishes into the dark.
What in the... I actually screamed!
B6 was false! Lights on equals repellent! Holy!
Zach is on another level.
The wife has left for work. Rule B2, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. are wife's hours. The person in this house during those hours who looks like her isn't. A woman's voice calls from the study door. His wife's voice. Wrong time.
Honey, you awake? I made breakfast.
Then pounding. Then slamming. Zach sits on his bed, completely still. He waits.
That is not the wife.
B2 literally says she's at work right now.
How Saldez's guy just yelled, "Coming! We're cooked!"
1 hour later, silence. He opens the door. Nothing there. The father is on the couch. The mother is cooking in the kitchen. The black dog lies in the corner, skeletal, eyes dull, hasn't touched its food bowl in a week.
That dog hasn't eaten in 7 days. Picky little thing, it'll starve itself to death.
7 days. The same timeline as the wife moving to the separate bedroom. The same timeline as everything going wrong. Zach files that away. The mother brings him breakfast, porridge, side dishes. She watches him sit down. He eats. Nothing happens. She's not it, at least not yet.
Oh, I left a pork roast in the fridge for you. Mrs. Hendricks next door gave it to me.
Zach pauses mid-bite.
Did you buy pork at the market recently?
No. I told you. It was from Helen Hendricks.
Why? Rule B4, there is no pork for sale at the local market. Meaning if the rule is true, the market can't provide pork, but a neighbor can, Mrs. Hendricks. Something about that name makes his skin prickle. He can't place it yet. Wait, Zach just realized something. Rule B1 says, do not comply with any request made by it. If Rule B4 is true and there is no pork at the market, then where did Helen Hendricks get a whole roast? Zach walks to the fridge. He opens it. There, wrapped in wax paper, is the meat. But as he leans in, he notices a small, familiar object tucked into the corner of the shelf. It's a green hat. Would you like to see Zach confront his mother about the hat, or should he check the dog again to see if its fur is starting to turn white? Afternoon mother has gone out. The father sits on the couch, silent as stone. Zach walks toward the kitchen. Chat panics.
Rule B3 says kitchen is off limits.
Bro, are you serious right now?
House Morrison's girl just touched the kitchen door and she went down.
Zach enters the kitchen. He does not die. He puts food in the microwave. He does not die. He heats a second plate. He does not die. He looks around the kitchen carefully, searching. In the far corner, half hidden behind the trash cans, he sees faint golden lettering scratched into the tile. He moves the bins, crouches, reads. Clearance conditions, the Shard of Aethon. SSS, uncover the truth. Earn the trust of the key figure. Let them lead you out. S, find the safe zone coordinates. Escape alone. Survive 30 days in this house.
The truth is in the kitchen.
B3 was false. It didn't want him finding that. Zach, you genius!
House Park Analyst just lost his mind watching this.
Zach carries his heated plates to the table. Sits, eats. Cool as still water. He thinks Rule B3 said don't enter the kitchen. That rule was false, engineered by it to keep him away from this wall. The false rules aren't random. Each one protects something it doesn't want found. The father turns on the couch, stares at Zach with a smile that doesn't reach his eyes. Zach stares back, keeps eating, doesn't look away first.
The father is terrifying.
Why does he keep smiling like that?
I would have run
Reed! Zach clips the leash on the black dog. Barely 50 pounds, should be 80. They walk to the building's front entrance. The security guard steps out.
Hey, sign the log before you go.
Zach signs. Name, unit, destination, phone. He scans the log casually. Then he spots something.
Been inside all week. Anything happen around here?
Oh man. Yeah, actually. About a week ago, a woman, beautiful, absolute knockout, red dress, came to this building in the middle of the night, screaming, crying, something about her baby.
Zach's grip on the leash tightens.
Security came, she bolted, never filed a report. Your unit, actually, building 4.
4. Zach thanks him, turns to leave. He catches a glimpse of the guard's open desk drawer. Inside, a white pill. The drawer snaps shut.
The guard has the white pill!
What is going on?
Red dress woman plus baby plus 1 week ago equals the thing outside the window?
The vet clinic glass door. A paper sign taped inside. Vet clinic rules. 1. Staff always wear white coats. If they switch to black, leave this city immediately. 2. Do not stay longer than 10 minutes. 3. You may see severely injured animals inside. Detached limbs. Separated bodies. This is normal. Do not react. 4. You may fully trust the staff here. Zach stands outside the door for 5 minutes, waiting for the system to flag a false rule. Nothing comes. He goes in. Cold inside. 10 degrees colder than the street. Through a half-open surgical door, a small dog on a table, its legs moving independently, detached from its body. Each limb twitches on its own. Zach looks away, breathes through his nose, keeps moving.
What are you looking at?
Zach turns, vet, white coat, wire-rimmed glasses, sharp eyes.
Just trying to find someone free.
The vet examines the dog, checks every strand of fur, then reaches into the cabinet. He sets a black pill on the counter.
Give it this. Daily.
The dog suddenly begins whimpering, pulling at the leash frantically. 5:03 p.m. Zach feeds the dog the black pill. The dog goes still.
White pill at the guard's desk!
Gray pill for the mom.
White for the wife, black for the dog.
The pills treat corruption. Different colors equals different severity.